So I hope you all must be doing great. So today is special day. We all have got result in AP. So I hope most of you have done good and all of you must be celebrating your result. So I will like to congratulate you all on your result. So those who have got marks what they expected, many congratulations. But even if you have not got the marks which you were expecting, don't worry, it is the time when you should start working hard, and this course is the best way to start your journey and stay focused and get ahead of other students. So let's start with the second class of this lecture. So in the last class we have talked about some of the points. So let's first have a recap of all those points. So in the last class we have started with a basic question about what is biology. So in that we have talked about what is biology, what is the definition of biology. Then gradually we have talked about what is living organism, in which we have seen several characteristics of living organism. Then we have seen what is taxonomy, binomial nomenclature and taxonomical hierarchy. So I know many of you might not be present yesterday, so quickly I will recap all those points, and then those who have attended the class, now be ready. I will also ask few questions based on the last class. So be very much focused. So firstly, we have talked about the characteristic of living organism, and these were the characteristics which we have talked about. Growth is one of the important characteristics of living organism. And here, growth, we have seen that it is of two types of growth. One is called extrinsic growth, which is from outside, and another is called intrinsic growth. Intrinsic growth occur from inside, means it is the cellular. Intrinsic growth is basically shown by living organism, and extrinsic growth by non-living organism. So we can say growth is shown by both living and non-living, but the extrinsic growth only by non-living. Then we have seen reproduction. Many organisms reproduce, but reproduction, there are many living organisms which do not reproduce. Then we have seen metabolism, which include anabolism and catabolism, and both it are present in the living organism, so it is a defining character. Further, cellular organization. All living organism is made up of cell, tissue, organ or organ system. So basically this is also a defining feature of living organism. And consciousness, it is, you can say, awareness about the surrounding. So this is also a defining feature. So overall, if I say which of the following is the defining feature of living organism, so the intrinsic growth, metabolism, cellular organization and consciousness, these are the defining characteristic of a living organism. Now, so I guess that all of you have understood this point. So from exact the same point, I am going to ask you one question. So ready for the question? So here is the question. So all of you have 20 seconds. Within that, try and solve this question and you can answer it in the comment box. So the question says that which of the following character are the defining feature of living organism? I have just told. So is growth from inside? Growth from inside means intrinsic growth. It is the intrinsic growth. Sexual reproduction, is it a defining feature? Metabolism, response to stimuli and cellular organization. I am waiting for your response. Yes, many of you have started responding. So Kushal, your answer is 4. Sai answered 1. Okay. Great. So let's see the answer. So first point, growth from inside. So yes, I can further see the options. Okay, 4, 4, 4, 2. Okay. Mrudula 4. Sonu 4. 4. Okay. Many of you are answering, majority of you are answering 4. Some of you are also putting 1 or 2 as an answer. Okay. So many of you are telling 1. Okay, fine. Let's see the answer. Let's see the answer. So the first, growth from inside. Growth from inside, that is intrinsic growth. Of course, it is a defining feature. So growth from inside is the defining feature. Sexual reproduction. So we have already seen that there are many living organisms which do not reproduce. So sexual reproduction is not a defining feature. Metabolism, defining feature. Anabolism and catabolism. Response to stimuli. Right? So response to stimuli can be called as consciousness. So it is also a defining feature. And cellular organization, it is also a defining feature. So A, C, D and E is correct. So B is wrong. So this option justify. All except B is correct. So all of you who have answered 4, your answer is correct. So this is the basic question, basic kind of question which is asked from this topic. So now next thing, last class we have talked about is the binomial nomenclature. This binomial nomenclature was given by Carolus Linnaeus and it consists of 2 words. First one is the genus, another one is the species, and these names are derived from which language? So it is Latin language, and they are written, when they are printed in italics, but when they are handwritten, they are underlined separately. The genus name always start with capital letter and the species name start with small letter, and the name should be Latin or Latinized. As I said, it is taken from Latin language and it should be universally accepted. So now another question which I have told you in last class, which is the body which name all the plant? So I have told you 2 bodies. One was there specially for naming the plant, another was specially for naming the animal. So tell me. So for plant it was ICBN for plant and ICZN for animals. So remember, these are the 2 standard bodies which are responsible for nomenclature of plant and animals. Now, and in last class I have given you certain list of name and their biological name. So I hope that all of you must have revised it and memorized it. So here is the question. First I will give you one example. So let's say pea plant. So if I say pea, so pea has a botanical name of Pisum sativum. It is Pisum sativum. So now here see what I have did. Now here see what I did. This is a 2-letter word. So which one will be genus here? So Pisum will be genus and sativum will be species. Right? Now here note this. 2-letter genus and species. Now it is handwritten, so I am underlining them separately. The first word of the genus is capital. The first word of species is small letter. And finally, it is accepted from Latin language. And since it is the central body which is naming it, so it will be universally accepted. So now again turn for a question. So this is a question from the biological name, binomial nomenclature. So this is the question. Quickly answer, all of you. Quickly answer. It is a match the following type of question. Here you have to match the column A and column B. First is human. So what is the name, biological name of human? Housefly, wheat and mango. So I am waiting for the answer. Great. So answer is started coming. Most of you are answering B. B. Right. Joshika B. Mahita B. Said B. Okay. Avnish B. Very good. Very good. So most of you are answering it correctly. So let's see here. So human. So human is Homo sapiens. Human here will be Homo sapiens. Sorry. Humans are the Homo sapiens. Then housefly. Housefly will go with Musca domestica. Wheat. Wheat is Triticum aestivum. And mango. Mango is Mangifera indica. So which is the correct match? So the correct match is option number B. Right? So all of you who have answered B, your answer is correct. So in this way, again from the binomial nomenclature, different plants and animals name is asked. So in this way, this question will be asked. Now, the next thing which we have covered yesterday was again important, and that is taxonomy. So in taxonomy, we have seen that it is a branch of biology which deals with identification, nomenclature and classification of living organism, right? In which we identify, we do the nomenclature, binomial nomenclature, and then we will classify them according to their character. And here one important word was also used, and that was characterization. Characterization means on the basis of external and internal features. On the basis of their external and internal feature, their different characters are analyzed and accordingly they are identified, their nomenclature is done and then they are classified. So this is taxonomy. Further, we have seen that this Systema Naturae, this is a book. This is a book which is written by Carolus Linus, given in NCERT. Frequently question is asked. The book Systema Naturae was given by Carolus Linus, or Carolus Linus has written which of the following book? So it is the Systema Naturae. Further, in this book, Carolus Linus has talked about a very important term called systematics. So what is systematics? Systematic in terms of simple equation, if I have to write, it is simply systematics is taxonomy plus the evolutionary relationship. Now taxonomy, we have already seen that taxonomy include identification, nomenclature and classification. Along with that, if we do the evolutionary relationship, means we are studying the relationship with the ancestors. That is how a species has evolved. Now remember this, note this point, that evolutionary relationship is also called phylogenetic relationship. Both terms can be used. Phylogenetic relationship. So this is all about the taxonomy. So here two keywords are there, very important: taxonomy and systematics. How systematics and taxonomy different? So they are differing with each other with respect to the evolutionary relationship. So now if I ask you which is more advanced, taxonomy or systematics, which is more acceptable, Taxonomy or systematics? So systematics is more advanced and it is more acceptable because it also considered evolutionary relationship. Then further, this is where we ended the last class, in which we have talked about the taxonomical category. So from here onward, we are starting with a fresh part. So all of you be attentive and let's see this. So in the last class, I have said that living organisms are characterized into small group, and these groups are called taxonomic categories. Now taxonomic category is basically, it is the unit of classification, and it is also called taxon, or it also represent a particular taxonomic rank. So now these all terms are given in NCERT. So now many times students get confused that, sir, what is taxonomical category and how is it different from a rank? So each category also represent a rank, and each category is basically also a taxon, and taxon is considered as a unit of classification. So if I say, is order a taxon? Answer is yes, order is a taxon. Class is a taxon, class is also a taxon. Phylum is a taxon, yes. So all of them are actually taxon. Now if we consider the rank, so rank, each of these taxon are also having a respective rank. So if I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all of them are having a specific rank also. Now here if I say all of these taxonomic categories, so if here I ask you one question, that how many taxonomical categories are there? Simple question. How many taxonomical categories are there? If I give you option 4, 5, 6, 7. So the answer is there are total 7 taxonomical categories. There are total 7 taxonomical categories, and hence there are total how many taxonomical rank? 7 taxonomical rank are also there, right? How many taxons are there? There are 7 taxon, and each taxon represent a unit of classification. This point is clear. Now, so here how question is asked in NEET. So here question will be asked, you will be given that arrange these taxonomical categories in their correct order, and you have to arrange like kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, right? Either in decreasing rank or increasing rank. Fine. So one thing which student usually find here too difficult is that how to remember the exact order. How will I remember the exact order? So for that there is a very simple trick. I will tell you, you remember this line and then you will never forget it. So to remember this kingdom, phylum, class, order, you get confused. Is order first or family first? Class first or order first? So for that there is a very simple trick. Remember this line. So it is King Philip cut open 5 green snake. So what is the line? King Philip cut open 5 green snake. You have to remember this line. So you just write it in comment. King Philip cut open 5 green snake. Repeat it by yourself. Now, how you will remember it? The first letter of each is representing the taxonomical category. K for, so K stand for kingdom. P, phylum. C, class. O, order. F, family. G, genus. And finally S, species. right? So remember it like this: King Philip cut open 5 green snake. So it's like that: King Philip cut open 5 green snake. Now the arrow doesn't matter if you go from up to down or down to up, doesn't matter, right? It is simple, a hierarchy. Either the arrow can be up to down or down to up, doesn't matter. So is this point clear to all? So now one more important thing here I would like to mention, that let's say here I think all of you have noted this thing down. King Philip cut open 5 green snake. You will never forget this correct order. So now I am going to explain this with one more way. So let's say, still if you think that king let's say this is the, now what exactly it is? Let's say I am telling you that species, genus, family, order, class, phylum and kingdom. So what they actually represent. So let me explain this with an example. Let's say all of us we stay, or at least many of us stay in a flat, right? So let's say if there is a flat in which you are staying, so let's say the flat represent the species, right? And this flat, it is a part of a building. Flat is a part of a building, so that building is the genus. And building is a part of, so you will say building is a part of locality. So the family represent the locality. Then locality, many locality together will form a city. Many city will together form a state. Many state will together form a country. And many country will together form a continent. Isn't it? So it is something like the same. Every species, which similar type of species come together to form a group of organism called genus. Many similar kind of genus will come together and form family. Many family will come together and form order. Many order will come together and form class. Class will form phylum, and many phylum will form kingdom. So in this way you can understand the meaning of this exact word. So now here if I ask you, which one has, so this is one question. So which of the following has less general character? Which of the following has less general character as compared to genus? As compared to genus. And your options are species, family, order and class. Let's say these are the 4 options. Now question is very much clear. Which of the following has less general character? So answer, all of you, I am waiting for your answer. Which one has less general? So here keyword is less general character. So less general character or more general character? What do you mean by that? On that basis you can answer this question. So less general character. Okay, I can see the answer. Okay, Suresh A, Rishika A, fine. Tanu A, Pallavi A, fine. So most of you are answering A, some of you are answering B, some of you are also answering D, but most of you are answering A. Fine. So let's understand it. What do you mean by less general character and more general character? Right? So as you go up, as you go up, as we can see here, as we go up in this, so the similarity in character will start decreasing. As we go up into this category or hierarchy, this character will start decreasing. Similar character will start decreasing, means they will have less general character or more general character. So they will have less general character. More general character. So more general character means here more general character means now the similarity is reduced and the differences is increased as you go above. So lower similarity increase means more general character and above less general character. So here the correct answer will be the species, right? So less general character than genus is species. Now if we move ahead, so here I think this part is covered. Now let's move ahead with the one by one. We will see all these specific categories. So the first and the basic category is the species. Species is the group of organism with fundamental similarity. Now here one important concept is very crucial. See, species has two types of concept. Species has two concept. One is taxonomical concept of species and another concept is the biological concept of species. Now this biological concept of species was given by Ernst Mayr. Remember this name, very important, given in NCERT. Ernst Mayr. He is also called as the Darwin of, he is called Darwin of 20th century. He is called as the Darwin of 20th century. Several times it is asked. In past, question was asked, who is the Darwin of 20th century? Ernst Mayr. Who gave the biological concept of species? Ernst Mayr. But here what we are discussing is not the biological concept. We are talking about the taxonomical concept of species. So taxonomical concept of species is based on the fundamental similarity of character. Biological concept of species simply says that all of you must have, if I ask you define a species, you will simply say that organism which can interbreed with each other to produce fertile offspring. Is it a biological definition or a taxonomical definition? So it is a biological definition given by Ernst Mayr. The taxonomical definition says that they have basic fundamental similarity. So similarity between two same species will be maximum, obviously. So it is based on fundamental similarity. Now in NCERT, if you read, there are several species which is given. For example, mango, Mangifera indica, Solanum tuberosum, potato, lion, Panthera leo, tiger, Panthera tigris, then black nightshade, Solanum nigrum, Solanum melongena, brinjal or eggplant, human being, Homo sapiens. Now here one thing you notice, all of them are different species. But if I ask you who are having the same genus, see, just before we have said that the first letter represent the genus. So now tell me which are the organism present in the same genus. So if I say that lion and tiger are the part of same genus, that is Panthera. True or false? Yes. Panthera, lion and tiger are the part of same genus. Then if I say potato, then black nightshade and brinjal, these three are the part of the same genus, that is Solanum. So species, two different species can be the part of the same genus. Now here if we further see, so on the basis of again this nomenclature, again one question, so all of you answer this. Again very simple question, similar question I have asked in the past also, similar, so quickly answer it. I think most of you will answer it fast. Mango, mango will match with Mangifera indica. Mango will match with Mangifera indica. Potato will go with Solanum tuberosum. Lion, Panthera leo. Tiger, Panthera tigris. Brinjal, Solanum melongena. And human being, Homo sapiens. So correct answer will be option A. Yes, very good. Most of you. So Reshma, Avnish, Bittu, yeah. So many of you, names are running very fast, so I am unable to read all the name. But yes, most of you, all of you in fact are answering answer A. So I think that all of you have memorized this part. So let's continue. So above the genus, above the species will come the genus. So just we have seen that same genus can have different species, right? So genus are a group of related species. Remember here, related means genus will have some characteristic in common. So they are group of related species. And also this line is very important, given in NCERT. The species within a genus share more character with each other than with the species of other genus. For example, when I say Solanum, so here we have seen that Solanum has two species. One is potato, another is brinjal, right? So these are two species present in the same genus. Now if I say that the common character between potato and brinjal will be more as compared to mustard, right? As compared to mustard, potato and brinjal will have more common character. Why? Because potato and brinjal belong to the same genus. Is this point clear? Now, genera are collection of closely related species, as I said, and then here I just said potato and brinjal belong to the same genus, that is Solanum, whereas see lion, leopard and tiger, lion, Panthera leo, remember this, lion, Panthera leo, leopard, Panthera pardus, and tiger, Panthera tigris. See, all of them belong to the same genus, but the species are different. So the genus of lion, leopard and tiger is Panthera. Then if I see genus of this, that is Panthera, and there is another genus called Felis. Felis is the genus of cat, right? Felis is the genus of cat. So they are totally different. Panthera differ from genus Felis. Felis is the genus for cat and Panthera is the genus for lion, tiger and leopard. Now here, so this is a simple diagram based question. Very simple question. You have to tell me the genus of, let's say I number it A and B. So first you have to identify what is this diagram, what is this diagram, and then you have to tell me the genus. Genus of A is, genus of A is, so the genus of A is Solanum. What is this? So this is brinjal. This is brinjal. So here also the genus is Solanum. Now what is the species? So this is Solanum tuberosum. And this one is Solanum melongena. Solanum melongena. Now I will underline it separately. Now every time now whenever you write biological name, then you have to underline it in this way. So it is very much clear, both of them belong to the same genus. Now further, many similar kind of genus will come together in a family. So a family will have similar genus. A family will have similar genus. Now family include a group of related genera. Genera or genus both are the same thing. Don't confuse. Genera is genus. Then level of similarity in genera in a family have fewer similarity than species in a genus. Of course, as you go up, the similarity decreases. So similarity between genus of a family will be comparatively less than similarity of species in a genus. So as you go upward, the similarity keep on decreasing. Then here these plant families, when we identify plant family, then we consider both the vegetative and reproductive feature. This can be a statement based question, that plant families are identified on the basis of, so it is vegetative and reproductive feature. Then further, we have just seen the genus Solanum, but there are other genus, Solanum, Petunia and Datura. Solanum, Petunia and Datura, these are three separate genus. All these three genus come under the same family called Solanaceae. So now see, here family will have many genus, genus will have many species. So as you are going above, the number of species will keep on increasing, right? Further, now before that we have seen Panthera. So Panthera is a genus, but along with this genus Felis, which was the genus of cat, there we have seen genus cat is in different genus and lion, tiger and leopard is in different genus, but both of them are part of the same family, that is Felidae family, right? It is Felidae family. They both, so lion, tiger, leopard and cat, they all belong to the same family and the name of the family is Felidae family. This point clear? Further, cats and dogs, right? They have similarity. See, lion, tiger and leopard and cat, they all belong to the same family, but cat and dog, they don't belong to the same family. Cat belong to Felidae family, whereas the dog belong to Canidae family, right? So a lot of terms which we are just seeing. So let's see some diagram and try to again understand. So here it is, we will see this diagram in the form of question answer. So let's see. First I will explain some diagram and then the question. So first is this here. This is a family of, which family it is? Solanaceae family. And you can see this family has large number of species. It include tomato, it include potato, it include chili, it include brinjal. So a lot of species are part of it. So family will have large number of species together. Now here further if we see, so after family will be the order. Now order will further have less similar character, but before going into order, one thing you understand here. Till now, see, species to genus, similarity in character decreases. Further, similarity in character decreases. So as you go upward, the difference keep on increasing. So similarity keep on decreasing. So for the first three case, that is species, genus and family, we study the similarity in character. But now the difference, above order the difference increased so much, so now we don't see the similarity in character, but we now see the aggregates of character. Understand this. Now how question will be asked? It will be asked that, let's say I am drafting one question in which of the following we consider aggregate of character? Aggregate of character. And the options are class, B, genus, species, class, genus, species, and D, family. What will be the answer? Quickly tell me. In which of the following we consider aggregate of character? Aggregate of character. In which of the following? So, aggregate of character, I have just said order and above is aggregate of character. So, we will choose class. Class is order or above. So, order, class, phylum or kingdom. Here we will use the aggregate of character, not the similarity in character. Why? Because now the difference will keep on increasing. So, now just as I said, a lot of terms were there. Now let's see some interesting picture. So here, now if I ask you to identify these diagrams, you can easily identify. So the question is not to identify the organism. The question is to identify the family. Tell me, what is the family of this organism? So I am sure that all of you will identify this as cat. So cat belong to which family? Cat belong to which family? Just we have seen cat belong to the family Felidae. Cat belong to the family Felidae. Tell me, this is dog. So this dog belong to which family? Dog belong to family Canidae. Dog belong to family Canidae. And this tiger belong to which family? So tiger also belong to the family Felidae. So remember, lion, tiger, leopard and cat belong to the family Felidae, but dog do not belong to the family Felidae. So they both are from the same family. Is this point clear? Now, so let's move ahead. Order. So, order again we are going above. So, order, it is the higher category and it is assembly of families. So, now order, several families will together form the order. So, here two family, Convolvulaceae family and Solanaceae family, they together form the family, they together form the order Polymoniales. And before that, just we have seen cat belong to family Felidae, dog belong to family Canidae. Now here they will become the part of the same order. Now Carnivora include family Felidae and Canidae. So now Carnivora will also include Felidae and Carnivora will also include Canidae. So can we say that cat and dog belong to the same order, that is Carnivora? They belong to the same order, that is Carnivora. So now I am giving you two statements. Tell me which statement is correct, which statement is wrong. Statement number A, when I say cat and dog belong to the same family, true or false? Cat and dog belong to the same family. And second statement, cat and dog belong to the same order. So the correct answer is cat and dog belong to the same order, but they belong to different families. Then again here same diagram. Now what you will say? Their families are different, but they all belong to the same order. And what is that order? Carnivora. They belong to same order, that is Carnivora. Their families are different, but now all of these three. So now you can sense the idea that as we are going up, the common character is reducing, so large number of species are getting included in that group. So all of them belong to carnivora. Now class, so class will include many order together, and here these are the different class. So now this is, so if you see, this is monkey, this is gorilla, and this is gibbon, right? All of these three belong to, this, all three belong to primata, and this one three belong to which order? Carnivora, right? So they all are primata, and this is carnivora. See, remember, primata is an order, and these three belong to order primata, and this is carnivora, but all of them together belong to class Mammalia. They belong to class Mammalia. So now class is including much more animals together. Further, if we go to the phylum, so phylum is called in animals. In plants we call it division. We call it division in plants. Remember this. Now further, if we see, the phylum includes several classes, and these are the several class of animal. As you can see, fish, amphibian, reptiles, then the birds and mammals, all these class belong to which phylum? That is Chordata. Belong to phylum Chordata. And lastly, all these phylum together will form kingdom. So there are total 5 kingdom: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. So here now more and more character will get included, and the difference in character will be maximum in kingdom. So lastly, if we summarize this entire thing, then as we move from species to kingdom, the number of shared character decrease. Straightforward statement based question is asked. Lower taxonomic level, more common character are there. As we go above the higher category, then few common characters are there, and because of few common character, it is very difficult to determine the relationship, and therefore the classification become more complex. Because if you see similar character, it is easy to classify, but if you see wide different character, then it is very difficult to classify. And this is one example of humans, how species Homo sapiens, genus is Homo, then family is hominid, primates is the order, mammal is the class, Chordata and Animalia. So this is for human being, how these are. So for human being, of course, you have to remember. And lastly, this is the table given in your NCERT, and it is showing all the 7 categories for man, housefly, mango and wheat. So here you have to remember, question is asked, mango belong to which family? So mango belong to Anacardiaceae family. Mango belong to which order? Sapindales. Housefly belong to which family? Muscadidae. And which order? Diptera. So in this way they will ask you several questions. So this table is very, very important. You have to memorize this table. And lastly, all these are the, although it is not given in NCERT, not very much important, but yes, you can have this table, that how an order ends, how a family ends. So just by seeing the suffix, you can identify whether it is order, which is whether it is family or what. So that is it. So I have pinned the assignment. So all of you who have attended both this class, just go through the assignment which is given in the comment box. So it is basically the Yes, it is given in the description, so you can go and click there. There it is basically NCERT exemplar question, which is very good to start with. So it is a not very more questions, so 10 to 15 questions are there. You can solve it, you can practice it, read NCERT, keep on studying, and again we will, in the next session we will start with a very interesting chapter. So thank you all of you and have a nice day.